Hey guys, so I thought I'd do this video because I realise I'm completely in this predicament now anyway. Um, so I thought no one really talks about this. Like most people talk about what to wear to an interview and stuff like that, but they don't necessarily talk about fragrance because I think fragrance is important. So the first thing, the top tip is always to go with something that's not too overpowering, just because you don't know who's interviewing you. Um, you could be interviewing someone that just doesn't like perfume or it gives them headaches and stuff like that. Because my last manager I had, she actually, anytime like, basically she said you could wear perfume, but it was like something where you couldn't like reapply it and then go in the area where she is because she'll get a headache. So it's another tip, don't make sure you spray it and you've got a good enough time for it to dry down. But the best bet is to just go with something that's not too overpowering, not too sickly, just because obviously, as I said, people have different preferences, and why would you really wear a nighttime fragrance? Now, I don't usually put things into categories because I wear nighttime fragrance in the daytime, but when it comes to like interviews and stuff like that, you don't want to wear anything like too heavy or anything like that. You want to sort of go for something that smells light, but what I mean, it smells light, but it doesn't have to be really light, but it doesn't have to be like really sickly as well, like something that's like good in between. So I have some recommendations for you. So the first one you can go completely and utterly sort of like really sort of like light and just go for a body mist. So this is the Body Shop Black Musk Fragrance Mist. Now you still get a fragrance out of it, but obviously it's not as powerful as a perfume. But so you still want to smell nice, but you don't fancy wearing perfume, then you could go for something like this. Another for perfume recommendations, I have the first one. This one is Lancome's Miracle. This is a really like light fragrance, which is great for like every day. So there's that. Another recommendation I have, which is more on the expensive side, but this is probably my top recommendation, and this is Miss Dior. This is a perfume. This is a really nice fragrance, a really nice sweet fragrance, like a grown up sweet fragrance, if that makes any sense. It's not too sickly or anything like that. This one I don't use on an everyday basis. I actually wear this if I'm going out, more so like it kind of matches if like going out for like a restaurant or something like sort of not outlandish, but you get what I mean. This is sort of the like perfect fragrance to wear for an interview. So this is like my top pick. So out of all the picks I'm going to show you, this is like my top pick. So if you can afford it, I definitely recommend that you get this. I believe this one's a 30 ml. Obviously, I can't really afford anything higher than 30 ml, well, especially at this moment anyway. But yeah, that's my top pick. Next one is City Rush. This one is an Avon fragrance. The next two are Avon fragrances. So this is which is which is an affordable, because you got one expensive. Well, Lancome is sort of expensive, but obviously Dior is more expensive. So I've got two cheaper ones, well technically three if you included the Body Shop ones. So this one just reminds me of a fragrance that I'd probably wear to a restaurant and stuff like that. So you get the sort of theme around the fragrance that I've picked. It's sort of like, I find it hard to describe fragrance, but it's sort of like an elegant smell, if that makes any sense. This one is a sweet fragrance, a sweet floral fragrance, but again, it's something that is a top pick if you were to wear to an interview, or as I said, it could even be a fragrance you'd wear at restaurants during the daytime, or even a fragrance you'd wear at work as well. A lot of these are fragrances that you could wear at work as well if you like have an office job, if that makes any sense. Again, I don't really like like putting fragrance in categories, but for this video I've put them in categories. So that one. And then the last fragrance is another Avon one. This is the Eve Confidence one. This one's more of a risque one. The reason why I say this is probably the most sweetest one out of all of them. So it is more sort of, it's a more sort of like in your face sort of fragrance. But again, it is the sort of fragrance that you'd probably wear, you know, if you were going again to a restaurant, but probably this more so in the night time, but you could wear it in the daytime as well. That's why I put it in this list. But as I said, it's more of a risque one, just because it can get to the, there's a fine line between being a little bit too overly sickly a little bit, but if you only like spray one spray of this, and you're fine and good to go. So that is it for this video. So bye guys.